Thanks, everybody. Michael Coe, we're going to go with you first. Go ahead, Michael.
Hey, Coach. Anthony Harris, almost 14 or almost 15 minutes of game time tonight. I know some of that was necessitated in the first half when RJ went out, but what kind of growth have you seen from him just over the season's first 2 months? Because it seemed like he didn't really get a lot of minutes, at least early on in November.
He's been great. I trust Ant. He's one of the things that I love about him is you never have to question his energy and effort and toughness. It's always out there, and um, he's an outstanding defensive player. He's continued just to improve and get better and better in each practice, and he's somebody that we have to have in the game. You know, he can not only defend, he can drive and finish. He can distribute the basketball. He can also play. He gives us another a ball handler out there. He's in high school and AAU when he came out. He went back and forth between the 1 and the 2, so he's very comfortable bringing the ball up and getting our team into the offense. And I thought he was fantastic tonight. I was very proud of him.
Thank you.
Andrew Jones, go ahead.
Coach, is it your philosophy to kind of use a game like what happened Saturday as constant motivation to use as a reminder, or do you cut the cord to it, say, here's what we learned from it and move on? And with that, what was your message the last couple of days to kind of get the guys right going into this one?
No, we didn't really talk much about, Kentucky in our game on Saturday. One of the things that we consistently talked about, as I said, that for them to be the best that you can be, it is non-negotiable. You have to be clothed with energy, effort, and toughness. That just has to be present. And one of the things that I told them is like, it's not just for them, it's for anything that you do, it's for everybody. It's for me, it's for Steph Curry, it's Kevin Durant, it's for Michael Jordan. The reason why that they were great is because, yes, along with their giftedness and the things that they were, in terms of athleticism and length and different stuff that they were given, but in combination with their energy and their effort and their toughness. And at the end of the day, you have to bring that, whether it's practice, shoot around, pick up, and obviously in a game. And that's something that just has to be present. There are going to be times where we don't shoot the ball very well. There's going to be times where we turn the ball over or we don't execute. But something that can't happen, and it's happened twice this year, is where the energy and the effort and the toughness is not present. And that can't happen. That's unacceptable.
Thank you.
JB Ricks, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win. I know there was a lot of talk about the guard play from this past Saturday against Kentucky. Can you speak on what improvements you saw for tonight, and what you want them to stick with moving forward as far as their performances tonight?
I'm not aware of the talk about Caleb and RJ. I've said this before. I'm not on Twitter. I'm not on Facebook. I'm not in any chat rooms. I'm on Instagram only because my kids are on Instagram, and I just want to make sure that they're looking and seeing the right things. And so I'm not sure what the chatter is. Obviously our team didn't play the way that we wanted to play or as well as we could play, not even close against Kentucky on Saturday. But RJ and Caleb both have had fantastic seasons. I mean, they're unbelievable guards that have been consistent for us in terms of scoring, distributing, and playing defense, and I can't be more happy with them. Tonight, both of them combined, I mean, Caleb had 6 turnovers, so that's something that I'm not happy about, but Caleb also had 5 assists, and the energy and effort that RJ played in the second half, and especially when Caleb was in foul trouble, I'm so happy and I'm so proud of both of them. They've had terrific seasons.
Thank you.
CL, go ahead.
Hey, Hubert, I was wondering what you feel like going into ACC play, the identity of this team is.
I don't know what the identity of this team is, CL. I know what I want the identity of this team to be. I want the identity of this team to be a team that comes every day with energy, effort, and toughness. I think that's the only way that we can achieve or have a chance to achieve all of our individual and team goals. For us to be able to compete against the Purdue's and Tennessee's and Kentucky's and Michigan's, and for us to be able to have a chance to win the ACC regular season and tournament and get to a Final Four and win a national championship, we have to have that blue-collar mentality where we're diving on loose balls, where we're very physical in box outs and rebounding and doing all the little and dirty things that you have to do every day just to put yourself in a position to be successful. So I don't think our identity is that right now. I don't think we have an identity other than, we can score, we can shoot, we've got versatility on the offensive end. But I will say that's what I want our identity to be. By the end of the year or through ACC, I want us to have the reputation of being a very tough team, a team that always brings max effort and energy out there on the floor.
And defensively speaking, are you guys doing away with kind of icing on ball screens, or with what you did tonight with switching a lot more and having guys hedge out? Is that going to be what we see more of going forward?
You know what? I think we will see more of that. That's the first time that we did it in CL. The reason why we did it was, Appalachian State, the way that they run their offense, there's a lot of ball screens. There's a lot of screens between guards. And so all of our icing and weaking has been with 4 and 5 men. And so we've always, with like size guards, we've always switched. And so the way that they run their offense, they do a lot of, screens and ball screens and flare screens with like size players. And so going into the game, we were switching 1 through 4, and we were only icing and weaking our 5-man. And then we had to switch in the second half because they were running a play. And so we started just switching 1 through 3, and we were icing 4 and 5. And I thought we did a really good job. And so this is the first time that we ever did it in the game, and I really liked it. And I like that. I like that we can switch, and I like the versatility on the defensive end that we can do our regular icing week, but we can also red and switch 1 through 4, or sometimes even 1 through 5. And see, we also did is, we picked up full court as well. Any dead ball situations, free throws, we extended our defense full court. And I thought, one, it slowed their point guard down, and it made them take time off the clock, and it gave them less time to run their offense. So that was something that we did different tonight, and I really felt like it helped us on the defensive end.
We got time for a few more here. Brendan, go ahead.
Hey, Hubert. Yeah, you mentioned the energy and the effort and the toughness, and Brady and RJ, who we spoke to earlier, both said they thought that the guys did a good job of that tonight. Just curious, in the 2 times where that hasn't been the case, why do you think that is? And what are some ways, whether it be the past few days or moving forward, that you try and instill that every single day?
I don't have an answer why the energy, effort, and toughness wasn't there versus Tennessee and versus Kentucky. All I know is I never want to see that again. And it's disappointing, it's upsetting, and it's unacceptable. I don't get that. I don't remember a time ever that I was here at Carolina where that was ever questioned, or any of our teammates. And given the opportunity to play at this university and for this program and to put on that uniform, it's unacceptable to at any point to ever not play with energy, effort, and toughness. So I don't know why that was absent those last couple games, since those 2 games. But one of the things that that we've been doing lately is in terms of our practice, making it even more competitive, and just forcing the energy, the effort, and the toughness. It's a different time. Kids, they always think that they always have another opportunity. There's another chance. they didn't grow up like us where, you play pickup and, if you lose, you have to sit out 30 or 40 minutes before you can get back out there on the court. They don't have a concept of the urgency of given an opportunity to play. And so that's something that we're talking about a lot. Actually, before the game, I told them that, everyone says that, in order to make something a habit, you have to do it at least 30 days. So I challenged them. I said, you bring energy, effort, and toughness for 30 days and see what happens. And I said, one, that'll become a habit. And number two, you will look back and you will say, this is of great benefit to bring those three things every time I step on the floor.
Noah Monroe, go ahead, please.
Hey, Coach, great win tonight. And then along the same line, so after giving up almost triple digits to Kentucky, team comes in tonight, only allows 50 points to App State, makes them go 4 for 30 on 3-pointers. I mean, what does that say about your team to just get hit in the mouth and then bounce right back up?
Well, that's the thing, that one of the things that is at times frustrating. It's not like we haven't shown what we can do when we play well, specifically on the defensive end. I told them the other day at practice, the medicine for us to play well defensively is energy, effort, and toughness. I said the great thing about it is we've shown that we can do that. It's not a situation where, this is what we need to bring, and I've never seen it in practice and I've never seen it in a game. We've seen it in games. We've seen it 10 of the 12 games. and so that's a good thing. That's a positive thing. Yes, it wasn't there for 2 games, but for 10 games, it was there. And so I look at it, from a positive standpoint for us, just continue to grow and to learn about us as a team. It's just the first half of the season. We've only played 12 games together, and but I feel like we're getting better and better, and that's the thing that's very encouraging to me.
All right, last
Thank you.
one, Ross Martin, you're on.
Hey, Coach Davis. I was wondering, we talked a lot about what you've learned about your team, but what have you learned about yourself as a coach in the non-conference games heading into ACC play that you can reflect on and build on?
What have I learned about myself? I love this team, and I already knew that. And I love this group. I love coaching. I love being in a position where I can help them. I love being in a position where that I can encourage them and coach them and teach them on the court, in the classroom, and in the community. I love where I'm at. Driving into work today, I was just kind of thinking about, and it's been 8.5 months since I've taken over the job as head coach, and just thinking about the things that have happened in 8.5 months. And it's been a lot. It's been a huge transition, but it's been something that at times has been challenging, but it's been challenging with a smile on my face and with great joy and thankfulness and appreciation for being a part of this program and this university. And so I don't know if I've learned anything. I would probably say these last 8.5 months have confirmed how much I love this place, how much I love coaching, and how much I love this team.
Thank you very much, Coach Davis. Thank you for joining us,
Okay, thank you.
everybody.
Merry Christmas. Okay.